boats. Brisbane Yamaha knows boats.
Hi, I'm Aaron, the owner of Brisbane Yamaha, and today, Haines Hunter, the 565 Offshore. Haines Hunter, they're legendary. You know, go on to boat sales, it's the second largest search is for a Haines Hunter. We're constantly fitting motors to old ones, grandfathers, ones that are just decades and decades old, and they hold their value. Why? It's the build quality. It's a beautiful thing, the colour, the mould, the hull that comes out, that attention to detail. But at the end of the day, keep looking at that hull, Dan, it's the most copied hull design, and no one's got it right other than Haines Hunter, probably ever in Australia. And why? Because it's perfect. The ride of these things. Now don't forget, this is a 565. Right? Most other brands of fiberglass, you'd be looking well over 6 metres to get this size boat, this accommodation. But look at the depth, you know, the true offshore blue water game fishing boat. Yeah, you can do all your family stuff. You can ski, you could go up the rivers. I'd probably put it on my front yard and just clean it and let my neighbours hate me. Have a look, they are just beautiful. The quality, the ride, the resale, and with a Yamaha, it is the perfect package. Now at the front, they all come with an anchor winch because, you know, this level of boat, you know, if you're over 50, 80 metres, I'd probably be using an anchor buoy, it'd be quick. But you're stopping, eating a couple of ham and pickle sandwiches, fishing for brim, doing something, you'd be in. Now this one's on the easy tow trailer, which is a great trailer with rollers and skids and protections. It's full drive on. It's a 2,000 kilo, so you don't need the override brakes. Tow it with almost any car. We've got it on one of our work utes, tows beautifully, because everything's over-spec'd. You know, 200 litre fuel tank, foam-filled stringers. They're thick. The transom, when we put the motor on, it's solid. You know, I've never, ever, ever seen the quality of boats that Haines Hunter have. And I said it, you know, it's a lifelong ambition to sell Haines Hunter. And it's not just something that happens. Haines Hunter won't just give you a franchise. You know, I won't just take on a boat. I went searching for the best there was. And John Haber, I think he might be the best. Well, it could be his wife. Now have a look on the back. We've got the 2 duck boards here. Even that, Dan, just have a look. Look at the curves, look at the shape. I'll tell you, look under there. We used to sell some boats and that'd look like the outside. You know, I just love the feel of them. It's all been sanded, no sharp edges. You know, every screw, look up here, Dan, just have a look. And it doesn't even matter where you look. Every screw is the right way. All the cleats, all of the stainless steel work, 32 mil. You couldn't break it. Oh, I probably could break it. Just because I break everything, you know. I'm always bleeding. But have a look on the back. Big, good bung. The transoms on these things, look at the back. Look at it. Every time I look at it, it's almost like I've got some sort of, you know, colour bond moment. I keep just freezing, looking at it and just going, oh, that's awesome. Now this one's got the transom door, which you can walk in, and that's an option on them. Some people love them, some people hate them. We can put steps, we can do all of that stuff if you want. 150, perfect combination. Dan will put the specs up on the boat and on the 150. You know, come over and we'll have a quick look inside, because I think everyone just wants to see it on the water with some drone work. You know, there's options you could do, there's changes. You know, John said to me, it's the customer's boat. He can have it how he wants it, or she can. Gee, we sell a lot of boats to women too. So it's not because I'm sexist, I'm just not good at talking, right? We sell a lot of boats to women. Interestingly enough, Justin, he sells most of them to women. Look at that. Geez, that's huge. That is huge. Could put a lot of stuff in there. All plumbed out, solid floors. I love the carpet because it doesn't get hot. Storage bins out the back. Great big live bait tank. You know, that's big enough for any slimy you want to mullet. Good side pockets. Look at that little step there. Rod storage. Everything's clean. Everything's rounded and moulded. Everything's quality. Up here, bolster seats, move backwards and forwards, you know. Wow. Anchor winch, Yamaha concealed controls. More storage in here. Way more over there. And inside, obviously, we got the bunk in fill. You know, you got a bunk in fill there. It just clips straight in. I made that look a lot harder than it is, but I do that a lot. This is all moulded, holds on that windscreen. Great big hatch. We do the trim work, right, at Brisbane Yamaha. Oh, sorry, I was having a little kip. Yeah, you wouldn't think I'd fit in there, would you? But on the angle, it's huge. It's like I couldn't fit that way, but actually, I reckon if my wife had enough shardies, they could get a bit romantic in there. Now, anchor, I love, look how we do that with the battery isolation. You know, and quality boats are like that. Good glove box. Wow, all moulded off. It's another level of quality. Let's see you on the water. Tell you what, there's only one thing better than living in southeast Queensland, and that's living in southeast Queensland with a Haines Hunter. And this 565 offshore is unbelievable. They are unbelievable. It's a 565, it's got a 150 on it. Think about it. So we're off. Yeah, about 1900. Gets along all right, really. It'll do, basically at 6 grand, it's doing 40 knots. At the moment we're doing 4.8 and we're doing 30. No trim tabs, no nothing. I better drive because that's dangerous. Don't do that, kiddies. Look at this. I'll turn you. Hanging on, Dan. Southeast Queensland, Haines Hunter, Yamaha, Brisbane Yamaha. I think I'm onto something here with these Haines Hunters. And you know, my grandfather had a Haines Hunter, my dad had a Haines Hunter, I had a Haines Hunter, an old one. Shocking bloody thing. Well, it was a great boat. I called it Seeker, but had an old Johnson on it. 1 in 3 it used to break down, sometimes 3 in a row. You know, the old Johnson, but Yamaha, you never get them to break down. Oh, I'm going around in circles, I'm doing stuff. Unbelievable, these Hunters. It's the mould, it's the hull, it's the quality of fiberglass. It's just, it does everything right. It makes you look like you know what you're doing, and you don't. Now, in the water with a drone, it's a bit like going in a full drive down a hill. You can't see what's going on. And if you're in another boat, you'd see the splash. Look at that turn. Look at that. Just wonderful. You can see on the mountains. You can see Redcliffe, Tangalooma. They're all just within reach with this boat. In fact, like 565, I really like the size. Offshore fishing, hardcore, 100k offshore, 200 litre tank, you know, Somerset Dam, down through the Broadwater. Anything you wanted to do with this, it's a beautiful boat. So I don't know about crabbing, but I probably would. Oh, you give it plenty and it goes. But the hull, The hull on this thing is just remarkable. No wonder everyone copies it. It's just fantastic, forgiving, soft, and very, very dry. Incredibly dry. I don't think. Haines Hunter is by far, it has the biggest range of the best boats. You know, some other brands might make one here or one there, but Haines Hunter, just bloody magnificent. You need one. I don't even know what to say about it, other than they're just a really good boat. They back into anything, they handle, they're built with quality. The resale value's like the best you can get. Everyone's heard of one, and there's a reason why everyone wants one. They're just the best. Now, this 565 or any in the range, I've got heaps in stock and more coming. Right, I've probably got 8 in stock now. If you're looking for a boat for Christmas, a Haines Hunter, what a family boat this is. Or if you're just a hardcore fisherman, you better have a look, it's all here. Call the team at Brisbane Yamaha, 3888 1727. Put some fun back in your life. Haines Hunter, Yamaha, Brisbane Yamaha.